Hi, my YouTube friends. It's Scott Pumpkin in another video. And yes, I cut this out so I can talk more because sometimes it sound like I'm mumbling sometimes when I'm talking. So I cut this out so I can talk more now, much better. You can hear me clearly. I got a little microphone here. Yes, I want to touch on something else. It's not more about van life. It's or even alternatively, it's about the shutdown again. But it's more about the federal workers. The federal workers. I want to talk about the federal workers, and I find a lot of people seem to think when you work for the government or the system, you're safe because you work for the government. You're not safe. You're no different than the rest of us. You are replaceable like the rest of us. This is why I tell people you got to always prepare, always stock up, and always be ready for things that go down. When things are good, things are good. And it's kind of funny. I find when things are good, people don't prepare nothing because they think everything's live, everything's great, everything's going to stay the same, everything's going to be great forever. But I tell people all the time, you got to always be ready for that, ready for the downs. And that goes for government officials, government workers too. Even if you work for the postal service or you're a town worker, your job's not guaranteed to you. Your job's not guaranteed. So you got to put money away and save and stock up on food and stuff like this. And even I'm talking about the people with the food stamp epidemic going on and the food stamp epidemic that's going on, right, Scrappy? How you doing, eh? This goes right down here with me. Yay! Nice. The food stamp, he's on the floor. Well, the food stamp epidemic is down there. Right, what do you want? What do you want, eh? Well, we ain't going. We just got here. We got here a while ago. He said he wants to leave and go somewhere else already. Go where? Anyway. So the thing with this as well, and I tell people to avoid starving, because a lot of people on food stamps keep assuming we're gonna starve. It's all over the internet. It's all over TikTok. We're gonna starve. We're gonna rob stores. We're gonna break into stores. Stores are preparing for that. In New York, I watched the news this morning. Certain supermarkets have security guards, and some have police officers standing in front to keep an eye on people like that, because a lot of threats going around. Some people on YouTube think it's just AI, and I think some of it could be AI and tricks, but a lot of it is for real too. I really believe that people will do that too, because think about it. You watch horror movies, watch zombie movies, what happens? Everybody's in the store, supermarkets robbing the stores, taking what they can get, because humans are funny people and tend to follow each other. If something happens, everybody's rushing and people don't think. Everybody's panicking. The first thing they wrote about, I'm going to starve, I'm going to starve. And that's what these people on food stamps keep thinking. You won't starve if you do simple things. This is why I tell people to learn to be independent, be self-sufficient. Don't depend on the government for everything, because the government's not coming for you. Be self-sufficient. Be self-sufficient. Like people on food stamps, again, and I'm talking to you guys if you're on food stamps. Learn to cook more. Learn to cook more. Learn to cook more. Don't buy junk all the time. Don't keep buying junk. Buy stuff that's gonna last you for weeks and weeks. And when things are good, stock up on stuff little by little. Even though you can't afford much, stock up little by little. Take your time. It's like me when I stock up on food. I take my time. I buy bits here, bits there. That's how I do it. Over time, and it builds up. And you do that, you can't starve. And you buy a lot of dry foods too. Do I buy a lot of dry foods where you can cook, and dry foods and all types of other things too, and seasonings, get sort of seasonings too. All those things, you do that, you can't starve. I'm telling you, because you can cook. You have food to last you for months, like pasta and all types of things like that. Those things will last. Those are dry foods, can last you for months and months. And dry foods are pretty cheap to buy. You just stock up on those. But the problem is people don't prepare because everything's looking good, everything's great. But when things hit the fan, then now everybody wants to run around and kill themselves. Oh, we got no food. We're panicking. We're worried about food. You don't have to panic. Let me see if it's still on. Right here, guys. Yeah, it's still on. It's still on there. Just checking it, because sometimes it may go off when I'm talking, and then I missed the video. Damn, it went off. Where's Scrappy? I'm over here. No, he's over there. He's gone away. He says, hang out with you. So he's gone back his business. But, you stock them on food, do those things, and you'll never starve. I see a lot of videos where people are starving. Oh, I'm going to starve, going to free food, looking for free food. You don't have to do that, guys. You don't have to. If you budget, live within your means. And I don't mean live tight and don't do nothing. Live within your means. And I'm talking to the food stamp people, not the regular people, the regular people who are okay, like myself. I'm talking about the food stamp people who need help, Because some people do need help, but when the good times are here, that's when you stock up. That's when you prepare, because you always heard about the rainy days come, but people ignore the rainy days. So now it's raining. Oh shit, where's the umbrella? Oh, I got no umbrella. It's the reason why you buy an umbrella, and when you go out, you carry it with you. So that when it starts to rain, you put it up, you're okay. And that's what you do. But people for whatever reason won't prepare, don't stock up, don't do nothing, and they wait till the last minute. People are always waiting for the last minute because I think people want convenience. I think we live in a world where everything's convenient. So convenient makes people lazy and weak. That's not good. Don't get complacent, people. Don't get complacent, or you're going to end up on the streets as well and struggling and starving for food. Don't go, like me. I stock up on food all the time, and like I said earlier, you just start little by little, and that's how you do it. And you can cook. Another thing a lot of these people are buying too, they're going to the stores, and I see it for myself. They're buying all these box foods that you just throw into the microwave for 5 seconds. That's laziness. That food's not even, some of that food's fattening and it's no good. Don't get me wrong, I'm guilty of buying some of that myself, but I don't get carried away like that. Try to cook more. Learn to concentrate on cooking more food, cooking for yourself more, cook for you and your family. You'll be surprised when you buy certain things. Scrap out over there running. You can buy certain things, certain foods, and you'll be surprised. Last you for months and months. So if for whatever reason you don't get your food stamps, say for a month, you'll have tons of food. You'll never starve. And that's my point, guys. I'm talking to the people who are on food stamps, people who are struggling. A lot of you people don't need to struggle. A lot of people are struggling unnecessarily because they live complacent, and they're complacent, and they have a entitlement kind of mentality, almost like the rich, but the opposite from the rich. They have an entitlement mentality. Oh, I'm getting my food stamps every month. The government's going to take care of me. The government's not there to take care of you, guys. No one owes your living. Nobody owes your understanding. The government's not here to take care of you. They're not. Simple. Their job is like to fix the roads, go to war, make the country better for you guys so you can work and make your money and build value, which is why I started my own business. Build your own value. That's the best way to do it. Start your own value. Build your own value. Like electrician, plumbing, landscaping. These are jobs you will never go. But again, you know what I mean? If you live within your means, and I'm not talking that you're overspending, but I mean, like I said, in my supermarkets, my stores where I work, you got a lot of those people with the food stamps, and you know who they are. Even if they can't hide it, because the way they all do the same thing with the carts, load up with box of sweets and cakes and chocolate bars, and there's not a drop of chicken or a steak or something nice or fish, nothing nice for your body in there. It's all junk. Junk. That's why we have an overweight epidemic in America, or epidemic in most countries. People are overweight because of the nonsense. But it don't have to be that way. But again, we live in a world of convenience. So people want everything convenience. So we're paying the price for the convenience. I want everything now. I want everything now. I want to eat now. I want to eat everything. And as soon as it stops, we're in trouble. It's just like AI and everything like that. We're depending on the internet for everything. You go to a lot of places now, they want to go cashless and all that. Cashless and everything like that. That's not good, because now we're all depending on one line. When that line breaks down, we're all in trouble. And this is what the people on the food stamps are about. They're depending on the government, thinking the government's going to come save them. Learn to be self-sufficient. Be independent. Learn to be self-sufficient. That's the way to be. It's the way to be. I get it that some people need the help, but as soon as you can get help, as soon as you can get off it, get off it. That's what I say. I'm glad I don't live off the government. So the shutdown don't affect me. The shutdown don't affect me, and the food embargo don't affect me. I'm glad, because over time I built value and I set myself up knowing that, because I know that things are hard and things are getting crazy, but despite that, things are still good. Things are still good, because considering a third world country, because people talk about poor people in America or in the West. You go to a poor country in a third world country, say a lot of those countries don't get food stamps, they don't get Social Security, they don't get nothing. When you're poor, you're on the streets. At least here, the poor people here, there's help everywhere. There's help for anything. Anything you want, you can get it. You can get it, help anywhere. But that's my thing. What do you guys think about that? Self-sufficiency is the key, guys. That's the title of this video. Self-sufficiency is the key. Be self-sufficient. Stock up on your food on the good days. Learn to cook more. A lot of you guys don't cook. A lot of you guys ain't cooking. I see you in the stores, yes. I see you guys in the supermarkets. A lot of you guys don't cook. You buy the box stuff, like I said earlier, and you just throw it in the microwave and there's a dinner. No, buy the fruits and veg and stock up, and you'd be surprised. Those foods, and sometimes you have enough food like chicken cut up and stuff like that. You can cook like say 3 days of food and put it in the freezer. Every next day you got food, so you got 3 days of food. One right there, right 3 days right there. So you see, when you're on, if you're getting on food stamps and your food stops, you're not starving. This nonsense. We're gonna starve. We're gonna rob stores. We're gonna break into supermarkets. It's bullshit. You don't have to do that. And like I says, again, it's no excuse for crime as well, by the way. So if any of you are thinking of breaking into supermarkets and robbing people because you're starving, you deserve the consequences that you get. It's that simple. People don't, in a country like rich like America, people don't need to starve. This nonsense that people are starving, it's bullshit. You don't need to starve. You don't need to. There's a way out. I'm doing it, you can do it too. Anyway, with that, keep it nice, keep it sweet, keep it real. That's just my perspective on the welfare, food stamp epidemic thing. Just, whatever. I'm out. I'll see you next video anyway, guys.